Welcome to our 5 on 5. We're pleased to welcome back Tony Johnson from the Rogue Valley Railroad Show. Tony, good to see you again. How are you today?
Very well, thank you.
So we got the big show coming up at the Medford Armory again this Saturday and Sunday. How many years have you guys been doing this?
It's our 37th year.
Is that all?
Yeah, I know. Well, I started when I was a boy. Yeah.
Good for you guys. That's unbelievable.
In the 35th year inside the Armory.
Oh, man, that is so cool. And I got to go last year, had a great time. My little guy absolutely loved it all. So in case anyone's watching, they haven't seen it before, what are they going to see at this show?
Probably about a dozen different operating model railroad layouts. Operation Lifesaver will be there. The Southern Oregon Live Steamers will have some live steam locomotives on display, and of course we have to have Thomas out there.
Yeah, of
if we
course.
didn't have Thomas, then we'd probably have rocks thrown at us or something. And
hopefully not, but
no,
my little guy might be there. Upset.
And the Historical Society will have displays and so on, and of course the vendors upstairs, upstairs and downstairs. There's so many vendors this year, so you could buy T-shirts and railroad books, and if you're looking for that lost Lionel train, they've probably got it.
It's a place to look for.
Right, and it's a good place too to find out information on. If you had an old photograph of your Uncle Charlie who worked for a railroad, we can help you identify it and that type of thing. So it's all sorts of resources.
All the local experts are there.
Yeah.
So Saturday and Sunday at the Medford Armory, what time?
It's 10 to 5 on Saturday and 10 to 4 on Sunday.
10 to 4, okay. And there is a fee associated, all of it going back to the Live Steamers Club?
Yeah, it's $5 for adults. Children 6 to 12, $1, and under that is free with the paid adult.
It goes all back to the
railroad. And all that
park.
money goes to the 5 clubs that maintain and operate the Medford Railroad Park. It's earmarked for that.
Unbelievable. Awesome. All right, we're going to take a quick break. Much more with Tony in a moment. Stay with us. Welcome back to our 5 on 5. Again, we're here with Tony Johnson from the Rogue Valley Railroad Show. So, Tony, tell us, what is the association between this event this weekend and the Railroad Park in Medford?
If anybody hasn't been to the railroad park,
got to go, by the way, but anyway.
Yeah, it's the only railroad park in the U.S. There's 5 different railroad clubs that operate together. We've never charged admission. We don't charge for train rides out there at the park. And, of course, our operating times are the 2nd and 4th Sundays, April through October. So it's busy. We had about 42,000 people last year, and we gave rides to about 36,000 people.
Yep.
So, like 800 people an hour on our trains. So that's a lot of people.
It's unbelievable. And everyone loves it, not just the little ones. Right.
And so a long time ago, even before the park was organized, that's when they started the railroad show, and it turned out to be such a success that they decided that the funds would go to the park to keep it going, and that's why we remain free of charge.
That's so cool. Okay, and again, it's 10 to 5 on Saturday, 10 to 4
5
Sunday,
on Sunday, yeah.
at the Medford Armory. Okay, so tell us also about the Polar Express. You guys, was it last year the first time you did this?
Last year was the first time.
Huge success.
It's the Rotary Club, Rogue Rotary Club sponsored the thing. They approached us a couple of years ago about setting it up, but we're a small club and we couldn't handle the logistics. Well, they came in and they took care of everything, and we were just overwhelmed. It was like 5,300 people came.
Wow.
The cars were backed up on Highway 62, and people were waiting in line. That's one where you pay $2 to ride the train, but you're riding the train at night, which is the only time of the year that's done. Yeah. And they have lighted displays. This year they have at least 5 or 6 times more lighted displays than they had last year. So,
cool.
Oh, yeah. And of course, Santa Claus is outside, and you have pictures with Santa.
Gotta have Santa.
Buy hot chocolate and coffee, and it was 32 degrees last year on the first night and 22 the second night. So we froze our
That's a good
tush
point.
off. Yes.
It was quite a cold month.
It snowed a week before. Yeah, and so there was still a lot of snow on the ground.
Wow.
It was a Polar Express.
It was very much. Well, we'll see if you guys can do that again this year.
I hope not. Not that cold anyway.
I'm sure you're not alone.
Yeah.
Awesome. Tony, good to see you. Thanks so much for being here.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Stay with us. We'll be right back.